What's excuse me, what's up, you guys? This is gonna be a part 2. We needed to cleanse the live chat. Okay, so just a heads up, who's ever watching right now, you guys, do not feed into it. Okay, yeah, it is disheartening sometimes, excuse me, but whatever. And it's stupid, it's ignorant, and it's annoying. We can only do what we do. You know, as much as we try to ignore stuff, sometimes it's hard to. I understand it's hard, but don't feed into it. Just report them. I did update my thing. What was it? Sorry. I did update my live chat where I do have to approve it. Okay. Yeah, my Taurus reading for this month resonates so much. I don't know. It's just like devil season or something. Yeah, but all of excuse me, all of you who got attacked on that other live, I apologize. I do. And I send you guys loving and protection because I don't want y'all to be attacked. That's why I'm like, don't say anything to these people. Don't feed into their negativity because they're sick-minded, they're evil. Just don't feed into it at all. Okay. So, we're going to start with Sagittarius, and then we're going to end with Pisces, okay? So, we got Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And then we'll be done. Okay. Thank you, you guys. Thank you. You know, anybody that felt like they were being attacked, I apologize, too, for you. Alright, so Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Venus as well. You may also you may also be cross-watching for Sagittarius, or you could just be sitting in and still resonate, okay? So we got 4 cards that flew out of the deck. Excuse me. Okay, so let's see what the shadow energy is. You can go on... To find your Venus sign, you can go on cafeastrology.com. They have a chart, or you can just enter your information in the calculator. You can just put Venus sign calculator in Cafe Astrology. Okay, so what's your shadow energy? What's working underneath the surface? Okay. Okay, shadow energy is the 5 of Wands with the 5 of Cups at the bottom. Okay. This is a part 2. I did Aries through Scorpio. So I'm starting off from Sagittarius all the way to the end. Okay. Alrighty. So, Saggies. Overall energy. Spread your wings. Okay. So this would be the 2 of Wands. So your energy is going to be making a decision whether or not you want to open up to some sort of energy, okay? Or move forth on a path or a journey. Rest and reconsider. This is your challenge, okay? You might be challenged before you make any moves, or you could be too stuck in this space of just reconsidering, you know, sitting back, waiting, procrastinating, or you might need to take this approach. If you're too active with how you're going to move forward, what am I going to do, and whatnot, you might need to take this approach, because this is usually the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands can be, you might need to slow down before you take on too much, or you need to continue to pick back up and finish what you started, okay? So however it resonates for you. You can tell if you feel burnt out, whether you're doing too much. With the open up, this is your past energy, okay? You're ready to be open, I feel, to something or someone, because this is the 4 of Pentacles. So you might have been holding yourself back, or holding aspects of you close as a fear. I'm getting a vulnerability. You don't want to appear too vulnerable, or you feel like you've been vulnerable with someone in the past, or you're ready to be open with love or with a person. Some of you might have feared in the past that people were just out for sex. That's kind of what I'm getting, because this looks like female organs. So some of you might have felt like that's all they want. Even if you're a male, you might even feel like that's all these women want is just this. Because I've heard a guy say that they feel like women are the new guys, which could be true, I guess, because like so many women have been hurt and whatnot. So it's easy to just be like, I'm just gonna be a guy, I'm just gonna just sleep with as many men as I want. I mean, which is true, I guess, sometimes. For some women, that happens when we've been hurt before. But refusing to see, this is where you are with love and with someone that you're dealing with. So you could be oops. So you could be like very indecisive about somebody, not really sure of what this person has to offer or what they want, or maybe even what you want in love. You feel lost. I gotta update my other one so I let everybody know what signs I've worked on and what signs I still have to work on. I want everybody to be up to date. But yeah, I don't know what I want with this person, whether or not I want to move forward. Is this person good for me? Are they not good for me? So it's a lot of indecisiveness. You're not really sure of what you want. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's why Spirit wants you to rest and reconsider. You need to do that. You might be trying to move ahead too fast before it's time. Possibly. Excuse me. Hopefully that was a release sneeze. I'm telling you, because this energy around here is like so messed up. With the base chakra. Okay. This is where someone is. Thank you, guys. We're on Sagittarius, Lou. So base chakra, this person is trying to find their grounding and their footing too. Okay. They're trying to figure out what they want in their love life, what they want with you possibly. Can they make it work or not? My friend calls it the Hello Kitty sneeze. I'm like, I do not sneeze like that. But this person is trying to find balance, or they need to get balance. Because I feel like they don't even know what they want either. Okay. Seek the truth. Okay. This is your intentions. You do want to know what you want, I feel. You do want to know. Because it's like, I'm aware that I don't really know what I want, or I don't know how I want to move forward, but I know that I just want to be free, I want to be open, or I'm ready to trust and love someone again. As the Hermit, I feel like you are on point, because this is a major arcana card. So you're on point with that. You do need to go within yourself. You're right about that. Because there's messages that still want to come through to you. I'm getting. Spirit wants you to focus on seeking the truth. So you're on the right track. I feel like, Sagittarius, you're on the money as far as like wanting to figure this out. Maybe it's your approach. You might be too active trying to do it. Maybe you're trying to take actions to figure out the truth. Like actively put yourself out there. But when you need to just meditate and think about this internally, I feel, might be the readjustments. Because there's some things that you're not seeing. And it's not necessarily that this is a bad thing. Because this is like the Seven of Swords, which is the sneaky, deceptive person. However, you might not be seeing things in the way that they are by being too close to the situation. So you need to take a step back and go within first. Your focus, manifest. What is it that you want to manifest? Let's start there first. Let's take the person or the specifics, like, oh, I want a man with this and that, or I want a woman with this and that. Take out the specifics a little bit. And just like, what do you want to feel? Like, what would you and your partner do together? Like, what would that be like? What do you want in this relationship or this partnership? And when I do love energy readings, I don't just keep them just for romance. So it could be family, friendships, business partnerships. What do you really want? Because your biggest hope and fear is flow, which is like the Wheel of Fortune. It's a major arcana card. So I feel like you're afraid to kind of trust a little bit in the universe and allow Spirit to take the wheel, or Jesus take the wheel, whatever. you're a little afraid that things are not going to move forward, I feel. But this other part of you desires to allow things to flow naturally and allow spirit to handle it for you. Okay? Because there's a peace that comes with this, but at the same time, because you got it right underneath refusing to see, which is like the Two of Swords, that double-mindedness. So it might cause you peace, and then the next it might cause you to feel anxious, like, what if I trust in what's going to happen? If I just leave it up to God or the universe or whatever, then what's going to happen? You know, so yeah. Choose your battles is the conclusion. So how much energy are you willing to put forth, or where do you want to put your energy? It's like you need to figure that out. Okay? Do you need to think, meditate more, communicate more, feel more, take action more? Because I feel like Spirit's telling you to slow it down, because this is your shadow energy. I feel like you're overdoing it. You may be competing with time or competing with someone else to get what you want. So it might be causing you some imbalance. You're putting too much energy and effort towards whatever this is, or it's just too much effort when it should be more of internalized effort. Not so much of let me call, let me hit this person up, let me do this, let me show out, let me whatever. Kind of like the physical actions need to be put on the back burner first, because something's going on in the mind, and I feel like you need to get clear on that. So let's see what's going on with you as far as your advice. What does Spirit want to tell you or advise you this month, Sagittarius? I don't know what happened to my music. Separation. A lot of people have gotten this card. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So it could be that you need to, if possible, disconnect from the love thing for a little while to really figure out what you want. Don't be so active out there. If you're dating or trying to date, you might need to just take a temporary break when you feel needed, because it's like you're out there but you're lost out there. If this is you and your partner, there may be a need for you guys to separate. Some of you may be guided to get away from your partner. If Spirit's telling you to do that, I don't know, I can't tell you, to get divorces and break up with your partners. But Spirit's obviously telling you there needs to be some separation, whether it's 2 hours, a week, a month, whatever. And these could be people that you love and care about too. Sometimes we need breaks from our families and our friends. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Jason. Don't feed into any negativity. As hard as it is, I don't know what it is right now, what's going on with everybody, but don't feed into the fear. That's the biggest thing. Don't feed that energy. Don't give it any power. Easier said than done, I know, of course, but all right. So, moving on to Capricorn. What's going on with you, Capricorns, for October 2017 in the love arena? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Could also be cross-watching. Cross-watching for another Capricorn. There goes your cards. So this may resonate with you too. What is your shadow energy? The Eight of Cups is your shadow energy. So Capricorn. Yeah, it's a lot of energy shifting going on. It is. I'm telling you. It's Tower season or something. It's Tower season. Refusing to see. Okay? Refusing to see is like the Two of Swords. This is the double-mindedness, the indecisiveness. Yes, you missed Taurus. It's in part 1. The first should be before this one. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Capricorn, because this is your overall energy, sorry. I feel like there's something in the matters of the heart that you're okay. I'm going to just say, like, if some of these readings sound alike, it's more than likely because it is a season where we do have to reassess, and there is, you know, cause for some separations from certain things and people, because not everything is meant to stay. There's a new season happening, so it's kind of like spring cleaning. So I feel like you are kind of juggling with the heart and the mind, because you got the heart chakra in your challenge position. So there's something in the matters of the heart that you're conflicted by, and it's causing you to feel very indecisive. You don't know what you want. You're trying to think this thing through rather than feel it out, I feel. You might need to work on your heart chakra. It could be blocked, or it could just simply be that you need to tune in to your heart more. Because I am seeing that with one of these cards that you already have. With the Just Breathe card, this is a past energy. So it could be that you were guided to go within yourself and really figure out, because there's an aspect of you that's presented itself, okay? Maybe you had some sort of dream that was very significant and important to this situation this month that you need to pay attention to, because it's causing you to rethink whatever this dream was. If it's not like a sleeping dream that you had, it could just be a daydream, or it could be a fantasy or desire that you had before. And it's something about that now that is conflicting to you mentally. You're not able to see things in the way that they are. It's kind of like your higher self and your ego mind is at battle, or your heart and your mind are at battle. Okay? Some sort of information has been revealed to you. But where you stand with love, and if there's anyone that you're dealing with or someone that's subject to come in, you have the Teach card, which is the Hierophant. So this is a major arcana card. So where you're at, this person is, you or this person may be teaching each other a very valuable lesson, okay? There's something that you need to learn, okay? Possibly something about an inner child situation, or it could be you need to learn from children. Could be that this person is your baby father, your baby mother, something like that, someone you have children with. If you work in an environment with children, this could be a coworker that you're dealing with. There's something that you need to learn here in this situation, whatever it is for you. Inner child, your children, other people's children, whatever. Something that you're learning here, or that you're teaching this other person. Like you're a mirror to them and they're a mirror to you. There's some sort of lesson that wants to come through. You have the wisdom to share, because you've got some information. You've picked up something, whether through meditation or actual sleep. You've got some sort of message to deliver. This person new, you know, someone new coming in, or someone already in your life, or other loved ones, they have changed your focus, which is the Five of Cups. So something here with this person, they're learning something from you. You might have had to go through something that they're currently going through, and you understand them. There's some sort of support here. Whatever you've got some sort of information, or you've learned lessons in the past, something that you have the ability to show this person. Okay? Something that you can teach this person, or show them a thing or two, or help them shift their energy. Because they're not in a good place emotionally. They might have been in a place where you used to be. Okay, sorry about that. But with Seek the Truth is your goals, focus, and intentions, which is the Seven of Swords. Okay? What I'm getting with this is that there's a lot of things that you feel like you don't know, that you need to know. It's like you and this person are kind of like, there's something amiss. I don't know how to explain this energy. It's very strange. But it's like you guys are one and the same. With the Lover's card, This has something to do with seeking the truth. It's like you might be seeing this person from a place that's faulty, and I feel like you know that. It's like you want to see this person differently, whether it's good or bad, how you want to see them, because I feel like you realize that maybe you've been deceiving yourself with them. With the Lovers, as where Spirit wants you to focus, you guys are one and the same in some way. There's something that you guys are learning and growing from. It's like you guys need each other in a sense, like a complement to the other. Like, I have a problem with codependency, so I need you to be here to teach me that. Like, maybe you being an asshole or whatever the case may be. Or I need to teach you about humbling. So, you know, I'm telling you that you're an asshole, whatever the case may be. And it might not be that deep. But there's something that's complement to the other that's both meant to help both of you and help you heal and grow. There's something here, and Spirit wants you to focus on that. Like, look beyond the surface, okay? Because you're teaching this person something. Okay? With the Seven of Daydreams and Decisions, this represents how Spirit wants you to approach this thing, okay? You really need to go within your heart space, because you might not be putting out clear signals about what it is that you want and what you desire, what you want to experience in love. So it's like this, I need to learn more lessons. I need to learn more about this, and I'm not sure. So Spirit's like, well, we're just going to keep sending these types until you get it, or until you're really sure what you want and what you want to experience, who you want, what you desire, possibly. Because your biggest hope and fear is the solar plexus chakra. I feel like your biggest hope is that you're not as capable or strong as you believe you are, or as confident or willing to push through this as you think. But I feel like your hope is that whatever it is that you're creating or trying to manifest, or the power that you're trying to build within yourself, that strength that you're trying to build within yourself for whatever reason, whether it's moving forward or to help you in a situation, that energy is here. So you may want to work on your solar plexus as well, because it's the center of willpower, strength, or confidence. Okay. Conclusion. Movement. Move with the Chariot. This is the Chariot card. So the conclusion is, I feel like you will move. You're going to move. You're always moving closer to what you want. The clearer you get, the more closer you get to what you want. A lot of you want a stable commitment. A lot of you want a soul connection. A lot of you want marriage, whatever that means for you, a lifetime partnership. You know, someone that's reliable, someone that's trustworthy, someone that's honest, pure intention, someone who wants what you want, who wants to create with you, okay, who's going to work with you, teamwork, whether that's romantic or not. You want this type of person or people in your life, and you're getting closer and closer to that. Spirit is leading you to this, for sure. With the Eight of Cups is your challenge, or your shadow energy. All of this is about you evolving and moving towards that thing that you want, closer and closer, okay? So let's say, like, the ultimate goal is the Ten of Cups, where you're at the Eight of Cups, and all it does is require you to say, you know what, the hell of this, I'm moving on, I'm moving forward, I'm going to seek that 9th and 10th cup. No more looking back at this bullshit. I'm moving on, because somebody's already left. You know, it's already, whether somebody has already left, or it's already dead, and it's like, what's the point? Okay, I'm going to pull Romance Angels card as an advice for Capricorns, and then we're going to move on to Aquarians. Okay, so you have new love, and stay optimistic about your love life. Okay. So Spirit is promising you that there's some sort of new energy, could be a new person coming into your life. They don't want you to give up now. Keep putting out positive affirmations, positive beliefs, feelings and emotions, visualizations, whatever you do, prayers, because new love is coming in, whether it's a new person, because some of you are in stable bonds and, you know, they don't require you to break up with each other. That's not always the case. You know, moving on could be moving on from one cycle in your relationship. But it's very subject to someone coming in new, or new love energy. Just, and I feel like it's both. Whether it's you got the new person, but regardless, if you don't get a new person, new love energy is coming in regardless. Something that you have yet to experience in love. It's new. It's getting what you deserve. Someone that respects you and values you. And that could be your partner, and that could be someone that's totally new coming in. Wherever you fall in that category, okay? Whatever category you fall in. Alright. So we're moving on to Aquarian, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this month. And Venus, okay? Aquarius and Venus, if you might resonate. Also, you might be cross-watching for an Aquarius, or you could just be sticking around watching. Thank you, Isabel. I always hear that song, Don't Stop Believing. Who is that by? Journey or Chicago? One of them people, or maybe not even none of them, but I always hear that song in my head. Alright. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus of October. This card flew out. Okay. Okay. Wow. Excuse me. Okay, so you guys got a lot of earth energies. A lot of earth for you, Aquarius. I hate that my music is off. Let's just finish this here because I only got 2 more to go. Daydreams and Decisions, which is the card that flopped out for you, Libra, or Libra, Aquarius, sorry, Aquarians. So this tells me some of you might have some Libra in your chart, or some Snoopy Libras watching. Just playing. But yeah, I'm getting that this is going to be a month of you really needing to make a decision from your heart, because it's been a long time coming. It's almost like Spirit is slowing you down because you've lost some sort of faith and hope in your love life. And it's almost like enough is enough, and that's enough for Spirit to be like, okay, well then, like, where are you at? What do you want? What do you want? And that requires going in within the heart. So you might have to do a heart chakra meditation is what I'm getting. Believe and Succeed is your challenging energy. It's almost like you've given up hope on whatever it is that you said you desired for yourself or wanted. You don't believe in yourself. You don't know what you want anymore. For some of you, you had a dream, but you kind of just walked away from it. You don't have that same vision that you once had about it. I feel like it might have become no longer fun, or you feel like it just wasn't panning out. You're welcome, Lou. Have a good weekend. Have a wonderful weekend, actually. Sadness and Isolation. This represents your past energy. So the reason why Spirit has led you to focus on what it is that you truly, truly want and desire, it's because I feel like you put this restriction on yourself, and you kept yourself in like a hermit space and kind of depressed and not open to what you want, whether it's in love or outside of love or both. But there's a part of you that still has that hope and that desire, that still believes. But you also have that other part of you that's like afraid to go after what you want because it stopped becoming true or real for you. You just didn't trust it anymore. Then you got the Seek card. Okay, this is where you are with love, with a specific person, whether it be romantically or a friend, family member, business, whoever, or someone that's new to come into your life this month. This would be the Hermit card in traditional tarot. So where you're at, I feel like you're watching people, kind of like a sneaky, not sneaky on like a evil, like like stalkerish energy. It's kind of like you're taking a step back and you're really watching people secretly, inwardly, like watching what people are saying to you, how they're treating you. Are they living up to what they say? Are they doing and keeping up their promises? You're just keeping tabs on things. You're watching everybody, because it's like you're trying to weigh out like who stays and who goes, who is of my highest good and who isn't. Is this person able to be that person that I really truly want? Because it's like now, because I feel like you had high standards and you kind of let them go after you got this person, or after a couple of, you know, might have been a period of being single, that you're like, I'm gonna just stick with this because this is what's here, and I'm not gonna be too picky because what if I can't find anybody? You're not on that shit anymore. I feel like now you're really paying attention. Do they really live up to what I want? So there's someone, if you're dealing with someone interested, whether it's romantic, family member, friend, or someone that's new to come in, where they're at with you, there's some healing. A lot of people got this card this month. So you and this person are going through your own shit, your own healing process. Excuse my language. You're going through your own stuff. I feel like there needs to be some compassion and understanding with somebody or others that really mean something to you, because you're not the only one that's going through something. It might be different. The dynamic could be different, but you're both going through something. I also feel like it's going to help you humble yourself just a little bit if you're being too harsh and too focused on trying to see what somebody's doing right or wrong. It might just bring some peace or help you have a compassionate view of the other person and them with you. Okay, because there's something that you're not seeing. But your main goal and focus and intention is to heal. You want to free yourself of something. You might even want to free yourself from somebody else. You very well may need to stick up for yourself, because, and free yourself from somebody else, because they might be that very thing that's keeping you from what you desire and what you want. Others of you know that you're what holds you back. You're your limitation, your worst enemy this month. So you're open to heal and to release. Allow spirit to do what they need to do in your life. Might be a surrender moment for some of you. As far as where spirit wants you to focus, they want you to focus on giving and receiving. Focus on not just what the other person is or isn't doing, but what are you doing or not doing too, because it goes both ways. So you got to keep tabs on them, but yeah, you got to keep tabs on yourself to see, am I doing just as much? And we like to think so, like, well, I do this and I do that, and but when you talk to that person, they might feel like there's something that you can do better too. But just look at it from your own perspective. You might not be able to pick that person's brain, and they might not tell you what it is that they feel like you're doing or not doing for them, but what you might find that in yourself too. Okay, your suggested approach is strengthening bonds. So spirit is giving you an opportunity to mend something, heal something, bring something together, manifest stronger bonds in your life. They're giving you that opportunity, but you got to walk down that path and continue. Because it's like, yes, spirit can offer you the pinnacle, but are you going to take it? Once you take that pinnacle, what are you going to do with it? Your hope and your fear is reach out. So you have a fear, I'm getting two things. You have a fear that this person is not going to communicate to you or with you. You also have a fear of communicating with this person and reaching out to them. But you're hoping that this person will be there and they will support you also. Not just reach out communication-wise. Even if you talk to this person every day, reaching out could be just their support, their love, them listening to you, them conversing with you. Not just you sitting there talking or you waiting on them to call you, or them just being in your presence but not really there for you. Could be that as well. That's what you're hoping for. Because it's like, I got all these people, I got all these men or these women that want me, but I want them. Or I want you. And it's like, you still feel lonely. It's like, I'm willing to, it's because a lot of people, that's what the other partners don't get sometimes. It's like, I can have anybody I want. It's not the fact that I can't have somebody else. I can. But I'm choosing to stick and work with you because that's what I want. And it's funny I said that because you have the conclusion card, dedicated effort, as this is like the Eight of Pentacles. Because like I said, you had a lot of Pentacles. You had the giving and receiving, strengthening bonds, and reach out that were all together in a row. It's going to lead you to a conclusion whether or not it's just you working on this thing. Or are they helping, or have they really even been helping or putting any effort towards this? From there, you decide what you want. Whether or not you want to keep working at it, or you want to say, the hell with this, I'm not going to be the only one doing this, but I'm still going to stick to my dream of what I want, whether it includes you or not. I still have a dream of what I'm wanting in love and what I feel like I deserve. Because the Four of Cups, as your shadow energy, I feel like you're tired of turning down people. Some of you were like, why have I been turning down him or her, waiting around for this person? They just don't get it. They don't want it. So why am I wasting my time on this person? Like, why am I sitting here waiting for them? I got all these other opportunities and I've been turning them down. And Spirit might have even given me some opportunities to move on in some way. You know, even if it's just temporarily, or just move the fuck on, whatever Spirit was saying, I've been turning it down. That's what I feel like. So now, you know, with the daydreams and decisions, which is the Seven of Cups, it's like, now I'm going to look at some of these options and see if they are what I'm really wanting. Romance Angels card. Romance Angels for Aquarius for October. Okay. It is safe for you to love, open your heart, to give and receive the highest energy of all. So your advice is, they don't want you to be bitter or resentful, but don't give up on yourself and believe that you're not worthy of love and that love will never come to you. And if you happen to be with someone, or you happen to have been interested and you decided to move on from that person, just know that whatever Spirit's bringing you, it's going to be of your highest good. Okay? Give people the benefit of the doubt. Give them a chance. Don't block them off before you get to really see what they're about, out of fear, or out of, you know, comparing them to your past, or your past lovers, or whatever. Okay? So moving on to Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for October. You may resonate, Pisces. If you're a Venus sign, that's the love energy, or the love, how you love. So even if you're not a Pisces, but if your Venus is Pisces, you may resonate with love readings for Pisces. Cross watchers, you may also resonate, or if you just happen to be still sticking around, you may resonate with their reading too. Excuse me. Pisces. Base chakra. Detach. Ooh. Man, yeah, there's something that you're just willing to put down, or you're having a hard time with putting it down. Got a lot of majors. Yep. Spirit is really working on you this month, Pisces. You got a lot going on. Oh, it's 3 a.m.? Okay, yeah, you're somewhere else. Well, good night. Thank you for coming and joining. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Yeah, you got so many majors. You're definitely being worked on by Spirit, or being protected by Spirit. You got the Tower twice. Let me tell you why. Because the rebuild card in this deck is Tower. Some major shifts and changes and things are being replaced and removed out of your life, Pisces. bad because I have a Piscean friend, and I feel like something is needing to be let go of in their life, and I feel like they're not willing or ready for that yet. So I try not to get involved and get in the way with that and their beliefs and their desires, but I really feel like something is just not for them. They really need to let it go. Okay. Base chakra Pisces, this is your overall energy for this month. Okay. Something, I feel like you need to come down a little bit. There needs to be a moment of, there needs to be not a humbling moment, but just a moment of a reality check for you, Pisces. Okay? Whether you've been up in the clouds too much in the spiritual realm, or too much in fantasy land, because you guys are the visualizers, you guys are the dreamers, so that's your natural realm to be in. But you do got to focus because you are here on earth, so you do got to balance that out. I'm getting there's a lot of mental thinking too, which is why Spirit is trying to work on you. There's something that you just don't want to let go of, whether it's something that you do, it's a love pattern, or something that you believe in, feel, or a person. Even because this thing that you're holding on to, it's not bringing you peace anymore, or if it ever was. It's caused you to like totally disconnect yourself from love, or from people that you love, or from living your life. It's almost like you live your life so much for someone else or for something else. It's too much. It's too much for you to carry. This card flew out of the deck. Like, it fell on the floor. Like, Spirit wants you to drop something. Drop it. And you're having the hard time of doing it. You know you need to drop it, because the number 11 is like awareness. You know you need to let it go. And it's so afraid. It's so fearful. But I'm going to tell you, you got the Tower twice. And Divinity, why are you saying it like that? Sorry. Julius, you're good. This is October. I read it wrong. I read like Divinity was like being sarcastic. That's how I read it in my head. But it's like when the Tower comes twice, and I don't know if you guys know how I feel about the Tower. I love the Tower. How I see the Tower though, it's like, I always use this metaphor or whatever for the Tower, or this example, whatever. So it's like, you got an eviction notice. Your landlord says, I need you to be out by August 22nd, whatever. I need you to be out by this date. Okay, and you're like, all right. I have time to play around. I need to wait until I get a U-Haul. I might call some people up later this week and see if they can help me move, blah, blah, blah. Okay. August 21st comes and they knock on the door and they're like, what's going on? Are you moving? Why are you still here? It's almost your move out date. And you're like, oh shit, I haven't got my U-Haul truck. I haven't been packing and moving. What am I doing? So then they're like, get the hell out. Just get your bag, get your purse, whatever you can get right now, just get out. And you're like, shit, I got all of this stuff still set up and I haven't moved and I can't leave my stuff. And they're like, you might be able to get it another time, or you might just, well, kiss that shit goodbye. We're going to auction it off, whatever. Some places do that. With the Tower card, that's the energy. You get a message that you need to do something. When you don't do it, because it's not easy to like, oh, I got to get evicted and I got to move by so-and-so date, but I know I got to do what I got to do. But when you just procrastinate and you just hear what Spirit's telling you because they say you know what it is, or they know you know what you need to do and you're not doing it, they're going to strip some shit out of your hands and it's going to be like, what the fuck happened? Sorry for my language, but it's like a shocking moment to you. And it's not so much of a shock because you knew you needed to get out of the burning building before it fell. You had to jump to your death or whatever because you knew better. And Spirit's like, well, what did I tell you? Because the Attach is right above this card, which is the Tower card. Sorry I spent so much time on that part. But the past energy is lead. Okay? you're not stepping into your power. It's kind of like you're giving all of your power away to something else or someone else. It's like, I know what I need to do. I got the information. God gave it to me. My intuition is on point. I know what I need to do, but why am I not doing it? That's the problem. It's all about structure. That's why the base chakra is there. Then you got the Teach card, which is where you are. This is where you are with someone else or with others that you love and care about, or someone that may be coming in. You have to teach them something, and they need to teach you something very valuable, okay? Another thing is you need to practice what you preach, because you're teaching people who do need your guidance, who do need your insight, but you're not applying any of that to yourself. Okay? So you may be like, if you have a daughter or you have a son, you tell them, you know, you don't let anybody do this to you, and you follow your heart, and if someone's not loving you and caring for you, then don't do this and don't do that. But when it comes down to you, it's like you're not applying those wise teachings that you got within you. Because you know what you're talking about, but it's like you're not using it for yourself. And I can relate to that because I do that all day, every day. I can read these cards to the T for somebody else, but when it comes down to my own situations, I don't apply them to myself, or I don't feel like they're for me, so I kind of just glance. But that's not what it is. Where this person is at with you, they have feeling alone. So this person, I feel like they're alone on their journey in life, and they do need some assistance from you. Like I said, I feel like you are here to teach them, and them to teach you. This person is very lost in life, and it's not that you need to take responsibility for this person, or, you know, this is an adult, but there is something that you can do to help them, because they don't feel like they have good insight, or they don't know how to listen to their intuition. They feel like they're alone in the world, lost, and you might be that very person to help them and lead them. What's your focus, goals, and intentions? You want to free yourself from something in the past that you feel is keeping you stuck or stagnant. You also, I feel like for some of you, want the other to heal and release something that's going on within them. You feel like they need to free themselves. They need to heal. They need to open their heart. You want to open your heart. You want to trust. You want to believe. You know that there's some resentment here, or some fears here, or limitations in the heart space that you want to release and free yourself. Approach. Spirit wants you to focus on rebuilding, because regardless of if you like it or not, or how it's being done, Spirit's going to make it happen. You don't want the tower to force you there. You want to get out of the tower while you have the chance, when you're being guided to, because you don't want to be those people that are rushing to get out of that burning building. I don't like that analogy, because it sounds like, I don't want to use that one, but, you know, the eviction. You want to get out while you still can. You want to get your stuff packaged, boxed up. You want to have your U-Haul a day before, whatever you need to do, because if you don't, sorry, because Spirit is going to do what they need to do to restructure your situation in your love life and you. Good morning. How are you? With the darkest fears, this is the 9 of Swords. So this is your suggested approach. Okay? Your suggested approach is to get out of this fear that you're in, that you can't take action. Because I feel like you're giving your power away to others or someone else. And it's time for you to start taking that power back, because he's right underneath the leader, the emperor. You're the emperor. And you've been giving your power away for far too long, and I feel like you think so much that you almost forget your intuition, or what message is there. It just slips your mind. Then you got the Healing Begins card, which is your biggest fear and your biggest hope this month. So your biggest fear is that you're afraid to do the total work that you're being guided to do, to heal yourself. You know you need to heal. You want to, but you know what it requires, or you're afraid of what it requires. So you're half in and you're half out. But The other part of you just wants to heal. You know that you need to heal. That's the biggest thing. You do know that, and you do really desire this. That's your goal. That's your focus, to free yourself, to heal yourself. But you're not totally all in, I feel. Or you're afraid to. Conclusion, the Love card. There's going to be a peaceful resolution between you and this person. The both of you do need each other. You do need to complement one another to heal. Whether this be a romantic partner, a friend, a family member, a co-worker. Because you're both, like I said, going through your own processes. But you do need to help each other. There's a lesson or healing that needs to be learned. And I feel like it's going to show maturity and growth. But remember, the Tower card is here, so something's being rebuilt. Maybe something happens where you and this person, there's something in your life that happens that brings you together. Whether the Tower moment is you need to leave a job, this person, all their friends left them, or someone backstabbed them, they didn't have anybody, and then it was like, you guys, you needed each other, so here you are. You know? And I don't know why I'm getting mother and son type of energy. So some of you, it's like, if you're a mother or you're the son, something happens, your mom gets sick and something happens, you lose your job, and it's like, all we have is each other. We needed each other. It was like spirit worked things out in the way that it was supposed to. And it might have seemed like a dramatic moment, but it needed to happen. Could just be friends. Doesn't have to be romantic. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okay? Make the effort. So Spirit's telling you, you know what you want. You need to be realistic about what you want. Stop procrastinating. Don't second guess yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Okay? Follow your own truth, your own heart with make the effort. If something or someone is worth all the effort and you feel like, or your dream, it doesn't have to be anyone specifically in mind. It could just be a dream. If you feel like that something or that dream or that someone is really worth the effort and the time and the energy and your belief and faith, follow it. Alright, you guys. So that concludes the monthly love energy reading for October 2017. I do hope that these readings resonated or will be beneficial and helpful for you throughout this month. Okay? So, if any of you missed it, you'll be able to go back and watch this because you can rewind it, I think, while it's still live. Because it's like pre-recorded pretty much. So, yeah. If you guys have gotten a monthly love energy reading from me recently, those will be going out today and tomorrow, okay? Even if it's late tomorrow night, because I got hell of them to do. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that is the reading. Much love to you. Peace.